happy Homebrew Wednesday. Not a whole lot this week. I had skipped a couple of weeks, so I don't want to, or at least a week. So even though there was no brew day or anything else going on, I figured I'd still, give a quick update. So I'll be out of the net for a while. I don't know how long. I think I mentioned in one of the previous videos that I was going to get some surgery on my neck. So that's going to happen next week on Wednesday. So I'll be going comms blackout for I don't know how long. So I might be out of it for a few days. But as soon as I regain sanity, I'll try to get back up on the net and see what's going on. So what's going on? All right, so I'm going to have a brew day, but it's not a beer brew day. My son has a thing going on at his school, like 20s day or something, and he asked me if we could brew some root beer. So went to the homebrew supply store today. First, I had to take him to a doctor's appointment. On the way back, we stopped by Falls Church and went to our local homebrew shop, and we picked up some plastic bottles and caps, and we got some root beer extract, and so we're gonna brew up a root beer and see how it goes. So you're gonna help me make it. I'm not gonna use the Dean's List system here behind me. We're gonna go keep it old school. Go back upstairs in the kitchen and cook it that way. And I'm not gonna, I guess you could use yeast if you're doing homebrew root beer. You can either steep it. You can steep the sassafras roots. Sassafras is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. You can either steep the roots and get the juice and throw some sugar in it, or you can use extract. We're going to use extract. No, I'm not getting crazy with root beer. Those kids aren't going to know the difference anyway. So once I cook it, and I think you just got to keep it at 170 degrees for a certain amount of time, mix in the sugar and all that. Once I cook it, then I'm going to throw it in the keg, and I'm going to carb it up as opposed to trying to use yeast. Because I guess if you use yeast, it's I don't know if it's non-alcoholic. It's like 0.35% or something when it ferments and does its thing with carbonation. But we're just going to force carb the hell out of it. I did get a good handy tip though from the homebrew supply store, and that is don't run it through your beer lines on the Dynamatic 3000 keg back here, because it'll screw up your beer lines. It'll take forever to get the smell and taste of root beer out of your beer line. So we're certainly not going to do that. Sipping on a Bell's Hop Slam. Got a note from my beer store, and they had one 6-pack waiting for me, so I was able to get that. So I like it. So maybe we'll get some footage of me and the mini Dean's List doing some root beer, and I'll have to post it on Tuesday because Wednesday I'll be at the hospital getting sliced open. So I'll try to post it on next Tuesday. So I'll be a day early, or I might even post it on the weekend. It depends on how crazy it gets Monday and Tuesday. I'll be running around getting loose ends taken care of. So anyway, a lot going on in our household. My wife told me, don't tell anybody, my wife told me she got probably going to get a significant raise, so good for the Dean family, especially since I'm changing careers and I don't know what my next career is going to be, so good stuff. She doesn't mess around. My wife is no nonsense. She's, I saw this saying on Facebook that says, men that have big dreams, what does it say? Men with big dreams need women with vision. It's so true. My wife certainly has the vision, and I'll show you what we're doing down in the bar build. We've made some progress, and I'm pretty excited about it. So what else is going on? All right, so yeah, not going to be a whole lot of brewing done over the next month or so. I do have the ingredients for an Irish red ale, Remorseful Leprechaun version 2. Last version I oxidized and made it taste like cardboard, so I had to dump it out. I'm dumping a lot of beer. So I have the ingredients again. I'm going to have to, I don't know, how long will let's see, I got the, what do I got here? How long do these YE smack packs last? If you guys could, comment in the section there, I'd appreciate it. Because mine's going to be sitting for a while. I guess it's no big deal. I mean, if it goes bad, I just want to know so I don't use it if it's bad. If you're only supposed to let it sit for a couple of weeks or whatever, I might be out of it for quite a while. So it might be a few weeks before I get to brew again. I've already had this thing in there for a week or two. So can you keep these things? It's been in the refrigerator. Can you keep these smack packs for up to a month? You know, I don't know. Throw in the comment and let me know. So anyway, so I got the Irish Red, but I won't brew that for a while. I was going to brew it this weekend, but if we're brewing root beer with my son, you know, it's that to me is more important. What else? Oh, I'm going to hang my head here in disgrace. You know, I have went through a lot of oxygen. I go through a lot of oxygen too because I'm an oxygen thief. But I went through a lot of carbon dioxide tanks, and you know, I finally, and I guess I just never really paid attention. And you jiggle around on the little white quick connect, and it starts making hissing noises. You know, so finally, I just killed one in like 3 days. I put a fresh bottle on there. I've got the three keg system here in the back, and it you know, now that I've got leaks, it eats up a freaking CO2 bottle like no one's business. So I did some researching, and you know, it said, hey, you probably need to get new O-rings or lubricate the O-rings on your posts on your quick connects. So on the male end of the quick connects. So when I went to get the root beer supplies today with my son, I picked up some O-rings, and I got some handy dandy little keg lube there. And I'm sure there's other lubes you can use. Well, I have a bad joke here, but anyway, so the keg lube, I got that, you know, and this stuff is, you know, it's lube, looks like lube, you know. You open it up, it's got a little, you know. So I've kind of touched some on my finger and put it on these O-rings. Took the old O-rings off on the 3 kegs that I have, and I put the new O-rings on. Connected up the air with a fresh tank, and guess what? Jiggled it around, no leaks. So I don't know how much money, you know, $25 a tank, I guess, that I've been wasting over the last couple of years, when really all I need to do is replace the O-rings on my keg. So, lesson be learned to all you guys out there. If you, I'm sure you probably already know this because you guys are seasoned brewers. But newbie brewer here, right? You know, I've only been doing it for a year, right? So, lesson learned. Don't make my mistake. If you start hearing hissing sounds when you're jiggling that white that gray or white disconnect back and forth, you probably should lube your ring or get a new O-ring. Other than that, that's about it. It's going to be a short one today. What I'm going to do, I'll do is I'll wrap things up with a little tour of our bar build, and I wish all you guys some good brews over the next couple of weeks. I'm either going to be a Sudoku champion, or I'm going to get caught up on all my Homebrew Wednesday videos. So you're going to see a lot of comments from the Dean list on your videos because I have a lot of time on my hands once I recover from the surgery. So I'll be living vicariously through your videos. So expect a lot of comments. So I feel like that. You ever see the movie Suburbia where the guy's like got the little ankle collar on and he's stuck in his house? That's gonna be this guy here. So humor me, please. You know. A lot of messages, you know, a lot of you know, IMs, you know. Anyway, have a happy homebrew and have a happy Homebrew Wednesday, and I will probably see you again for one last Homebrew Wednesday before I tap out for a while. So, cheers. Okay, we are in the man cave. So we got the walls up, we got the ceiling up. Unfortunately, I don't know if this is going to show very well, but my wife, being the perfectionist she is, realized that these pot lights were not centered with where these beams are going to be. So she, after this poor electrician came and put up all these pot lights, he had to come back, cut up the, as you can see, cut up the sheetrock and centered the lights. I told her it wouldn't bother me if these pot lights were centered in between these beams, but she said, "Happy wife, happy life." So I agree. If she wants to spend any time down here, she's going to have to, you know, be happy with the way things are laid out. So, the fireplace. So the fireplace here, that mantle around the fireplace is going to be gone. We went to the tile shop. We picked up some slate rock that's going to go around the outside of the fireplace. We're going to have wainscoting where that red line is all the way across the room. And you can see what we're going to do is we're going to do complete wood with a square pattern in the middle. And it's going to go all the way around. And then on this side of the room,
well, there we go. There's the line. There's the door where I came in. It goes around, and then right there is where the bar is going to start. So the bar will pretty much start like right there and jet out. You can see he's already got the frame for the bar built. But the wainscoting is gonna stop right here. We're gonna have an L-shaped bar, so the wainscoting will go along the front of the bar for about 9 feet. And then this part right here, we've got the plumbing in. That's going to be a sink, so we'll have a wet bar. I'm going to roll my keg over here, and it's going to be built into the counter because it's built to be under the counter keg. So I have my 3 taps sticking up at the end. We ordered a beverage refrigerator so we can have bottled and canned beers. And yeah, that's it. And then of course over here is, I got to figure out what to do with that damn phone booth. So anyway, this is the bar build so far. They're going to start hitting it this weekend, and they're going to be done pretty quickly in short order. So the reason we put these beams up on the roof is because we got all this exposed pipes from our heater. So yeah, I don't know how we're going to tie that in, but anyway, I'll give you guys an update when we make some progress. Cheers. She said, the one that makes me love